The first day I hatched into this world, still a baby Godzilla, staying by a beach. Suddenly there was a loud noise, and I looked up. A huge meteor is coming towards me. I ran for cover. The space crater. The stone fell into the sea in front of me. I look out from my hiding place. Titan band shining diamond space. Godzilla came out of the water. He walked to the beach. Roar and shoot a refracted ray at me. I barely dodged. The shock behind me was shattered by the bang. The beast continues to fire into the area. It swept the beach in flames. I tried my best to shine light on him, but I'm too small. Can't reach him at all. He started striding towards me. Desire to kill me. I fled immediately. At least for now. I'm no match for this monster at all. And the next day, I ran for my life from Diamond Godzilla. I quickly left the beach. Into the nearby woods. I'm counting on the trees to help me get rid of him. These trees are enormous. High above me like a skyscraper. Until one day I will grow up to be that big. I hid behind a thick tree trunk. Diamond Godzilla on a rampage in the forest. Several levels of strong sweep plus refracted light. One tree after another fell. I have to figure out a way quickly. Looking around eagerly. And I had an idea. If you can start a fire, maybe you can get away. I shoot crystal light at a dead tree. He soon started a raging fire. The fire spread rapidly through the forest. Even Diamond Godzilla is overwhelmed. He started to tread on the fire. Blind emission of light. I used smoke and fire as a cover. Slipped through the woods, just when I thought I was safe. Diamond Angela smashed in front of me. The third day on the ground. Angela's jumped at me right away. Instantly bring my life directly. I just ran. There is no chance of winning in the face of such a beast. That monster is raging behind me. Chasing his four legs gives him the advantage of speed. I had no choice, just run for your life. Until running out of the edge of the forest, I saw a city in the distance. I'm running towards the city. Rush into town. Residents saw me as a monster running around, looking out at the buildings and the crowds. And I wanted to see him destroy it. But I do. I'm not old enough to wreak havoc. Unlike the guy chasing me, I will grow up, getting stronger and stronger, destroy everything in the way. I run down streets and intersections. Broke a lot of street lamps. Not long after, the monster chasing me has also entered the city. I was hiding behind a building. Diamond Angela's footsteps are deafening. Getting closer. Keep running. I don't have time to delay. Days 4 to 7 Diamond Angela's keeps chasing me. I turned a corner. Found an escape route ahead. It's a highway tunnel into the mountains. Car 80 can pass. It's just right for me too. I ran straight for the entrance. Diamond Angela's follows. I was in the tunnel in seconds. Fortunately, he got in at the critical moment. The monster also rushed in. Open your mouth and bite my tail. Luckily I've run deep enough. He can't reach me. He took a few steps back. Smashing into the structure of the tunnel. I want to raise the whole place to the ground. Some gravel fell from the ceiling. Almost hit me. Desperate to run through the tunnel. I dare not look back for a moment. I ran for some distance. And then there was this huge boom. But not far enough. The ground collapsed beneath my feet. I fell deep. Yuan had no idea where he would end up. Days 8 to 10. I fell into a deep underground cave. It's a big cave. It seems to be made of thousands of crystals. It reminds me of myself. I saw a twinkling light in the distance. It's shiny. And he ran away. I did my best to catch up. But the light was too fast. That shimmering light led me to the cave. The system is getting deeper and deeper, snaking through passages of varying widths. Soon I realized that I had downloaded to a deep place. A huge lava ruler appeared in front of him. There are several platforms that span it. I jumped on the platform. Be careful not to make mistakes. Finally I came to a piece of space. The shimmer slows down. It stops right in the middle, and then it went out. After the dust settles, a great enlightenment appears. Days 11 to 14, I came face to face with this monster. He seems to. It's made of some kind of emerald green. Made of crystal. He lunged at me with an angry scream. Hit me hard with the head. I'm back. The sheep are ready to fire back. He took the opportunity to swing his paw and cut him deeply. The emerald monster roared, shaking the cave. He shot a powerful emerald light at me. The line hit my life very low. I quickly looked around. Discover the key to victory in this battle. Just above my head, with a glimmer of hope in despair, I shot a ray of light at the ceiling. Light hits the stalactite. The stalactite is loose and falls. Hit the emerald monster like long hair. Smacked him to death. As soon as he dies, the previous glimmer got into my body, enhanced my strength. That's the essence of this monster. It's mine now. It seems that every time I kill a particular gem, the monster gets stronger. There was a boom. There was one next to me. Tunnel. I ran towards the exit. Days 15 to 17 I came out of the cave. I found myself in a small, next to the military base. Sure enough, some soldiers rushed out of the mobile building. Fire immediately. I attacked soldiers with purple gold rays. Burned many enemies. I started to wreak havoc. Shatter the building. Crush the helicopter. Destroy the ground completely. Out of the corner of the eye, I have a prejudice against a soldier hiding alone. He was yelling into the radio. I step on it. Stamped it into meat sauce. I thought we were almost done. This big guy came charging at me. And then I saw a T-Rex. Broke through the gate of the base. Days 18 to 21 Tyrannosaurus Rex comes straight back to me. I had a hard time dodging the giant he was feeding. Head. I run hard, hoping to tire this behemoth away, but it keeps chasing. And he took a big bite out of me. This bite caused a sore. Instantly brought my life directly to the traces. I will fight back, but my attack seems to be against him. Didn't have the desired effect. It seems he really was specifically designed to deal with me. I saw a tower that hadn't been knocked down yet, and I led him into the mirror. Shoot light at the tower. The tower came crashing down. Just hit him. He was badly injured and fell into vertigo. I took the opportunity to attack him again. Too bad he didn't die. Soon regained consciousness. Sparks are flying all over him right now. Apparently there is something wrong with the body. He has fangs again. And they are coming at me like crazy. Days 22 to 25. I'm losing ground to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Approached by him. The last building standing. Hit a big hole. But I noticed something inside. It looks like some kind of radioactive energy crystal. This is my last hope. And with every ounce of my strength, I went and I grabbed it. I feel the radiation. Sexual power is surging in the body. Then it starts to transform. They've tripled in size. The chest cracked open to reveal the golden hole in the middle. More amethyst grows all over me. I launch a brand new upgrade at Doran. More powerful instant light. He died instantly. Blow into a pile of scrap metal. I was rummaging through the rubble of buildings. Found a discarded notebook. It's about this piece. All kinds of information about radioactive crystals. It also mentions that there are other similar objects. I set out towards the sea. I want to become the most powerful monster king. Days 26 to 28 I came to the coastline. I step into the water. Go to the depths of the sea. Soon the land becomes a tiny dot behind it, and then completely disappeared. I heard an old man's hum above me. Look up. I found a plane coming towards me. Don't wait for me to do something. They threw a bomb at me. Bomb explosion. But luckily it just stung me a little bit. The hard amethyst skin provides excellent protection. Protect. To me they are like the old man's little flies. I try to shoot light at them, but almost missed. Just as the pilot pulls the sense of control in the plane. I didn't realize I was walking into an ambush fist. It was surrounded by explosive mines. Trap trigger. There was a huge explosion. It knocked me out. Go back. Day 29 to 32, I woke up to an explosion. A huge hole appeared beside him. The cracked seawater began to fill the gap. The current envelops me. I was pushed into the hole. Caught in the darkness of the earth. I was spit out of a hole again. Enter a mysterious area. You're in a giant tropical cave. It's like another world. And I looked up. I can only find it here. Realizing there's no way to get back to the ground, I started searching around the area. And the amazing thing is, everything is so huge. Even compared to me. I'm casually trampling around. A group of swords shot at me, hit me with no damage. Doesn't do anything for my huge body. And I took a closer look. It was found that 2 purple lizards were holding weapons. 2 reptiles run away. I'm chasing. They took me through the jungle. Straight to a village. There are more of these reptiles out there. Many ran screaming when they saw me. I stride forward. Prepare to destroy this village. Days 33 to 35. I'm about to wipe out these little lizards. I looked up. Ready to send out the most intense scene of my life. A brave lizard ran out before the other lizards. This lizard led me away from his village. Through the lush jungle in the heart of the earth. We arrived in a big city. Everywhere in the city is the same as in that village. But the lizards here are crimson. It's like it's made of rubies. I roared and strode forward. Start a rampage. Little red lizards running around. Frightened by my sudden appearance. The horn sounded. A huge flame came towards me. A huge monster flew over and landed in front of me. Prepare to launch another attack. Ruby Rayton. Days 36 to 39, I came face to face with Rayton. He swoops in and attacks. Shooting flames at me. But I also use my own attacks and retaliation. This monster is really tough. One of the toughest monsters I've ever encountered. I tried my best to deal with it. Can't let my Chinese addiction down. He quickly spewed another flame at me. It burned me and the ground. I focus all my energy on my final attack. Shine my light straight into Rayton's chest. This monster can't take it. He stepped back, choking, gradually succumbed to the wound. When his body disappeared, a ray of light spilled out of him. Enter my body. After defeating another gem monster, I feel the power surging. They got bigger. 5 more health points. Also gained a super new ability. That brave lizard was right behind me. Ran over. I heard footsteps. Days 40 to 43, the creeks gather at my feet. Jumping and jumping. They brought a strange colored sheep. I went up and I swallowed this animal. I made a full recovery. Actually, I've never felt better. The brave lizard led me to the exit. I started walking out. There's Diamond Godzilla out there. I don't want to be lazy. Days 44 to 46 I came out of the cave. I found myself in a hilly forest. I started wandering around, looking for any clues. I suddenly heard a sound approaching. I respond quickly, hiding behind a nearby hill. This mountain is just big enough to hide. 2 creatures came over, apparently a minion of Diamond Godzilla. The 2 creatures scurried away, gave me a chance to come out of hiding. Here I go. What a find. Follow these 2 little diamond creatures with a new target. Days 47 to 50 I quietly followed those 2 creatures. They entered a wasteland. And I stopped and I waited. Found something strange next to me. A huge sheep was placed on a chicken stand. I took a big bite. Swallowed the whole sheep. But I don't feel very good. Stomach starts rumbling. Makes strange sounds. The sheep I ate exploded inside me, hurt me hard. Serious injury. The vision is also starting to blur. Just as I was about to lose consciousness, I saw a man walking towards me. I haven't waited for myself yet. Everything goes dark. On days 51 to 54, I woke up in a glass cage, stretched out into a laboratory, surrounded by scientific instruments. And they seem to be used for nefarious purposes. I found outside the cage. At my feet stands the human scientist. He is taking notes. The way I look up at me annoys me. I try to break the cage with the purple gold light, but the cage doesn't move. Scientists pull nearby. A sense of manipulation on the control panel. Electricity flows into my cage. A strong current is rushing through my body, even through my thick purple and gold skin. It also hurt me. I'm desperately trying to find a way to escape this lab. The entrance started shaking. Days 55 to 57. A diamond refracted light cuts through the roof. The cage was not spared either. As the ceiling collapses, some of the rubble came loose and fell, hitting the scientist. Smash him to death in an instant. The broadcast stopped abruptly. Since the top of the cage is destroyed, I can break the rest. I went outside and found myself at a military base. I look around, but there is no sign of Diamond Godzilla. Not long after, Diamond Godzilla finally landed next to me. He swooped down and attacked me without warning. Days 58 to 61. Diamond Godzilla swung his paw at me. Shot me backwards. He shone a ray of light at me. I quickly sideways to avoid. I look at the newly destroyed building. Found the piece of radioactivity I was looking for. Fragments when I ran towards him. Diamond Godzilla shoots another refracted ray. Split the pieces in half. Debris scattered. I got one of them. Even if he only has half of his energy left, he is extremely surprised. Unfortunately, Godzilla the Diamond took the other half. We both started to gather energy. They keep getting bigger. Unfortunately, Diamond Godzilla preemptively attacks, with the power of his newly acquired Diamond Spear. This blow is too powerful. Even with my new powers, it's hard to resist. Health points are extremely low. I look around, desperately looking for something that can help me. Diamond Godzilla is coming at me again, ready to give me the fatal blow. And out of the corner of my eye, I'm building a pile of iron. I tried my best. Shoot a purple gold ray at the bomb. It exploded all around us. While Diamond Godzilla is distracted by the explosion, I took the cover of gravel and fire, slipped under his nose. After running some distance from the explosion area, I hid behind a cover. And I paused, thought it might be time to visit my loyal subjects. I can see if they have fulfilled my request. You can also take the opportunity to rest for a while. So I set off and returned to the center of the earth, looking forward to a break. Days 62 to 64. I finally got back to the terrain. I walked towards the old village. Sure enough, it arrived at the original village location. A huge base has been erected. That brave lizard came out to greet me, and he started showing me around. Lead me to a spacious throne room. I excitedly ran over to try my new throne. There was a loud bang. The whole building shook. I look at the entrance. I saw another lizard rush in. The front door slammed shut. This lizard ran up to me. I rushed to the front of the building as fast as I could. On the other side of the door is a huge gorilla. He's banging on the door trying to break in. I broke through the gate to face this monster. Days 65 to 67. I encountered King Kong. I take a leap. Attack the gorilla with all your might, and he hit me back. So I shot him back with a light attack. But the effect is not as good as my pregnancy. I decided to lead him through the cave. Go somewhere else faster. Gorilla in hot pursuit. Ran for a while. I turned a corner. Found one in the jungle. Looks like ancient life. Gorilla catches up. Our battle continues. Attack and defense on both sides. I rushed into what tried to escape. As soon as I entered, the door closed behind me. Seal me inside. Keep it out. Gorilla bangs on door. But the door is closed. Days 68 to 72. I turned to enter the temple. Walking through a long corridor, and I noticed that the walls are covered with portraits of some kind of grey flying creature. I keep going. They come into a huge central hall. I looked around to see what I found. But here it seems empty, just as a figure fell from above. Exactly the kind of creature in the mural. He seems to be made of sapphire. Mothra and I got into a fight. He hovered in the air. Fiery missiles fired from the eyes. The force of the missile ignited the ground. Make it harder for me to avoid. Every chance I get, just use Godzilla light. Try to shoot him down from the sky. After a fierce confrontation, Mothra is getting weaker. I threw him against the wall when he was lucky, gave him the fatal blow. Mothra dies. His essence entered my body. I feel a surge of power. 5 more health points. They get bigger. Also gain a new purple gold explosion skill. Just when I saw a passage open next to it. But when the tunnel opened, it started to vibrate. I ran like crazy. Hope to get out alive. Days 73 to 75. I rushed outside. The cave collapsed behind me. The tunnel where I escaped. The traces are all covered up. I started moving around. Finally saw a city in the distance. I ran towards the city without hesitation. As soon as I got into town I heard the big primate. Familiar sounds of animals. And I looked up and it was King Kong. But something is wrong. He leapt down from the Baoluopian. Fall heavily to the ground. The gorilla is shining blue. Is made of diamonds. He lunged at me ferociously. Day 76 to 79 Godzilla vs King Kong. He punched and kicked me with his newfound strength. Smash slam. I also continued to fight back with my own means of attack. Emitting energy rays. Citizens were fleeing. Chaos began to sweep through the city. People are running around us like ants. King Kong's series of powerful attacks beat me back. Step back towards the crowd. I hit him with a ray of light. He quickly climbed another tower. Quasi. Unleash a powerful strike. The giant gorilla smashed to the ground, and he jumped at me. All the citizens nearby were crushed to death. I was also dragged backwards by mine. Helped me block most of the damage. In my armored body. Just as he was about to hit the final blow, a large missile roared towards us. Bomb days 80 to 83. In front of us. I slowly attacked from the violent blast. King Kong disappeared without a trace in the explosion. That season just exploded. My health point bottomed out. Terrible state. And I looked up. Another plane appears overhead. I watched the planes fly overhead. Head bomb. I didn't have time to react. Nuclear bomb goes off. The impact is felt throughout the city. Instant release of radiant heat. Let everything be shrouded in white. It didn't take long for the dust to settle. The city center is on fire. That's when I realized I was okay. Survived the atomic bomb. I felt the radioactive energy pouring into my body. They get bigger. 5 more health points. I also noticed that a new ability had sprung up in my body. I squirt one of my own. Godzilla missile. Directly towards the plane that attacked me. I solemnly target the plane to crash and explode. I haven't waited too long for me to be proud. The familiar footsteps caught my attention. It's Diamond Angela's. He doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Days 84 to 86. Only once against Diamond Angela's. He seems to be bigger than before. He charged at me. Open your mouth and lose twice. I didn't take these attacks seriously. Fight back while he gets close to Ashmarsh. He screamed. Fall back with this blow. Then shoot diamond flames at my chest. In 87 to 89, I ran outside the city. Diamond Angela's in hot pursuit. We stumble and chase in this hell. Just then I saw a mountain range. Now I'm as tall as the mountain. I didn't realize I'd come this far. I didn't find it until I got close. It gave me a new energy. Has the upper hand. When Diamond Angela's rushed towards me, I attacked him with the strongest refracted light. He is facing the light and choking back. I attacked him again and again. Every blow repels him. I fired another purple gold bomb at him. He collapsed to the ground. I slashed Angela's hard. It killed him in a few clicks. I am full of determination. Walk towards your final destination. Day 90 to 92, I returned to the Forest of Giants. I looked around. Look for anything unusual. And hints of secret caves. I searched up and down. We didn't find anything about these caves. I'm nearby. Found a place next to the hillside covered with vines and moss. It just doesn't fit. I claw my way inside. Old stuff of blood. And I went to have a closer look, down the long tunnel. I hesitated to step into the passage, only to find myself back where I started. I went forward again, trying to get into the cave, but back to the entrance. I distanced myself from the entrance. And then he goes in. Luckily this time I went further than before. I guess the key is to have faith. I keep moving forward in the passage, until I saw a hopeful sight. That looks like a fermenting hole. The edge of the hole is a jagged diamond. Persistence is like a big mouth. Days 93 to 95. I entered the diamond cave. This is the lair of Diamond Godzilla. I am ready. It's time to take out my enemies once and for all. I just took a step forward. I didn't notice stepping on a pressure plate. Then a huge cage fell from the sky. Cover me. There are also laser cannons around. The laser cannon is warming up and ready to fire. I attacked the cage like crazy, but the cage is made of some kind of super hard material. My attack didn't work at all, and I had an idea. No more blue bullets. Instead, the light is fired at the laser cannon. Laser cannons are not protected like cages. I blew them all to pieces one by one. After the last gun exploded, the cage also shattered to the ground. I continued to walk deeper into the cave. Days 96 to 98. I entered the Diamond Brother, a whole new district at Slar Base. There are all kinds of mechanical devices in it, and some big boxes. Contains body parts of dead creatures. This looks like a weird trophy, Marta-chan. I can't help but think of myself for this title. Experienced battle after battle. One more horse. I can prove to everyone. Who is the true king? Can think of. Diamond Godzilla is sitting on so much loot. I can't beat you out. Out of control and start destroying this room one by one. Do your best. After calming down, it was a mess around. Suddenly a voice came. I was taken aback. It was Diamond Kong. On the 99th day, I faced King Kong. Standing face to face, this will be our final showdown. We launched the final round of intense battle. The battle situation is anxious, inextricable. No one wants to give in to the other. He used the power of diamonds to try to suppress me. I will fight back with the power of Bohinia. He threw a powerful punch. I sideways. Then fire an atomic bomb at him. But he caught my light. I unleashed a powerful atomic bomb. I caught him off guard. Killed him instantly. Finished King Kong. I went deeper into the cave, heading towards the core area of the cave. The mighty Diamond Godzilla is there waiting for me. I don't stop. Keep going down the road. On the 100th day, I finally came out of the cave. To a volcanic region. Diamond Godzilla is there waiting for me. I know very well. Two beasts like us fighting. This landscape is definitely not surviving. He launched the first attack without saying a word, shooting a huge refracted light. I hit back with my own purple gold. He strode forward swinging for attack. Hurt me hard. It was a powerful blow. But my hard purple gold scales helped me block more damage. While he gets close, I shot him another purple gold ray. The result hit the target. He was stunned by my power. And I went up to him and I beat him up. I gather my strength to deliver the final blow. Super light punches him red. Diamond Godzilla finally falls, completely defeated. There's no question about it. I am the well-deserved king of monsters.